sun starts to set. We're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Harrison Mevis to get this one started. And here we go from Miami. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here we go, 2nd and 9. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to the air here. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one costs him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic. Not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Mevis with a point after. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Motioning one of the tight ends. On 1st down, they'll run. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Second and 13. Chase trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. In motion left is Evans. The give now out of the shotgun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Back to throw. Davis makes the play along the sideline. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. They get 27 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Throwing from the gun. That one's caught along the left sideline. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Offense up to the line fast. They kick the running back in motion. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Gets it to him on the screen. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. And it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Going to power with the big tight end. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. They'll stick with Achane. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Miami in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They start out with a 2nd and 3. Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. Right with the 1st down and more. And he gets it forward all the way to the 44. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Best run games in this league have balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
They go play action on 1st. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. They connect on the deep shot. And in for the Miami touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Mevis ready to send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. They're going play action. He's going to push one deep. Big gain downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Has some space inside the 15. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers start to fight back with their 1st points of this game. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Chargers 7. Will Reichert to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds at the 22-yard line on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Stopped by Deion Henley.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Looking for a throw here. Achane reels it in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That's good for 7 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They're set up at the 35 now. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Dump off caught by his back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one hits for 30. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They are throwing it again. Short pass brought in. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 31. Throw left side, complete. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds a man right side. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Achane up the middle. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. That puts us at the 2-minute warning. It's the Dolphins. With it, 3rd and 2. Running behind center with right. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Ground game stopped again. That leaves them with a 4th and short. Mevis able to knock it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's a return from the 7. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And the fumble recovery is made.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys in Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Stopped by Deion Henley. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Trying for a touchdown here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Worked through his progression. Nobody available. And by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks, too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Hand off to the back. Touchdown! The Chargers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Chargers cut it to a field goal game. Always set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Brown with a return here. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's got a man left. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Working quickly here.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's on the move. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Quick slant taken in by Waddle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll throw it again. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw.
Well, that group was ready for anything, so when the fake came, they weren't fooled at all. That one ends up dead on arrival.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This one from an even 40 yards out. Mevis able to knock it through. And that'll double their lead to 6. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Brown with a return here. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd down carry for Achane. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Stopped by Dayon Henley. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
The humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and throw it here. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Chargers are going to take over deep in their own territory. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, Man, is it difficult on the defense.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Another carry for it. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it'll be Dolphins football. They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, looking to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins go up by 12. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Mevis ready to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back to the well again. Down the sideline inside the 40. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers shrinking the lead some in the third. Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Brown with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. They knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. This is Wright running left. And he's going to be touched down right at the line, so no gain on the play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Chargers take possession. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this won't amount to much. Tackled after a small run to the 32. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and 4 coming up now. He's dropping back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And 4th and 4 coming up. Punting unit out now. He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's Dolphins football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Handoff running left, A-Chain. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They've got a man in motion. Achane again on 2nd. And this one does not go far. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Dropping back to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 29. Finds him over the middle. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third and long for him here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Running left, here's A-Chain. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Junior Colson! And the Chargers have some new life in the 4th!
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Pass play coming here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second and 10 now. Brought in right side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He'll throw it. Oh, he got 3. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a 1-score game.
And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Catch made underneath by the back. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. Completed to his running back. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Back to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Here he is to throw. And we know he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ballgame. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Looking to throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Throwing now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Has room down the left sideline. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. It's intercepted. That will do it. There he goes. Right sideline. At the 20. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.